Hey, you are most welcome to my channel. So today we're just going to learn how to print a diamond in Python. If you're new and you just actually getting to come across this account, please feel free to subscribe, and if you like what I do, please go on and actually get to connect with me. Thank you so much. My name is Ronnie Atwere, aka AfroBoyTex, and I'm glad that you chose this particular video. So in this video, you're just going to learn how to create this diamond. The most straight way forward to do this is actually using doc strings, just like how I've seen what I've just done in this small Python program. So you could just arrange this, and this is actually time consuming, it's manual, it's labor intensive, and then you just wrap them under doc strings and just print it the way how it is. It will just automatically come the way how it is, but Pythonically this wouldn't scale, so that's what we're going to do in this video. So let's get started. So I'm going to create a variable. I'm going to call it h for height. So I'll just say input we shall get what the user wants the height of the diamond to be. So it shall say just change this. We shall say please enter height, something like that. Please enter height. Since this is by string by default, you just have to maybe to drop it with int or evaluate. I'll just choose to go with evaluate. So I'll just evaluate this. I will evaluate the input that will come through. Then let's start. We're going to use for loops basically, and just going to have two only the for loops. We shall say, for example, if I want to do the top half of the diamond. So Pythonically, you could just say for example, for x in range height. So here what we're going to do is we shall print. Remember, we shall print space. You need to know the structure first and foremost, how this diamond is actually. So we shall start with the space. By this space we shall be multiplying actually we shall multiply it with the height. For example, we shall just kind of decrease this space. That means we shall have to do an h times h minus x. So what basically here is what is happening if you put 10 and maybe for I to in the range of 10, so this is bit 10, for example, minus 1, so 10, 9, 8, 7, something like that. So spaces will be reducing. As you can see from our example here, spaces actually get to reduce as you go down maybe to the middle part of the diamond. So yeah, this is what's basically happening here. And then what you can do now, we can actually append let me just do something here. So now we can actually put a star. So at first it will be just one star, but as time goes by we shall need to actually have that star, those stars increase. So we shall maybe multiply by x. It's basically a quick way format of doing this. So what is happening here? So this is basically a 2 times x. If the first value is, for example, let's say 1, so you could put here 1, then 1 times 2, that is 2 plus 1, that is 3. So that this will be 3 stars in the second value. So for the first value it could be 0, which we put here to become 0, so it will become first star. So we expect this is basically an odd kind of functionality, and the number you put in here will give you an odd number because you're basically adding a 1 here. So if you come here, you could say that this is actually true. This is 3, this is 5, this is 7, this is 9, yeah, something like that. So we are actually increasing as we go down. So if we actually test this, let's try running this. So on the desktop, so if we run our program, I say enter height, perfect. We have our first half actually done. So for the second half it's kind of the same, so you could just copy this and then paste this. So just say bottom half, something like that. And then what changes actually, or we maneuver, since we're starting from the we want now to move from this part as the diamonds actually increase. So basically just turning this whole thing upside down. So to do this, we actually have to come and then reduce maybe the stars, the number of stars. Maybe for example start from 8 if it is the H. This is actually, if it is 10, we say maybe we start from 8, then as we go down. So to do that, you just have to put a -1, then a -1. This is start. By default this is start, stop, step. So basically this is how it goes. This is basically telling us to do the inverse way of this process that we actually did here. So that's it basically. If you came and run your program again and you say enter height 10, boom, we are good to go. That's it for this video. I hope you learned something new. If you're a code newbie basically in Python and you're trying to do maybe an assignment, please feel free to give a like, and thank you so much for everything. Stay blessed. See you in the next video.